Yo, 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 yo. Yo, coming at you live and direct. It's the Yorkshire Picker impromptu stream. Chief Editor Mark is in the building. I know there's nobody really watching right now, but I'm going to do an intro anyway. I'll probably repeat it a few times over. And I'm just going to chill and get a little bit of help from you guys, hopefully. So, story is I've fallen behind massively on my reselling, and today was one of the many days, put it off enough times, one of the many days that I decided, you know what, I'm going to get back into it today. And I sat down to identify a few bits and bobs and found that the enthusiasm really wasn't there. I've spent a heck of a lot of time opening Pokemon packs on YouTube and sort of really falling out of rhythm with the reselling. So yeah, we're going to get back into that. Hopefully you guys can help me identify a few toys or toy accessories. Got myself a nice cup of coffee. Chief Editor Mark, have we got any resident Polly Pocket experts in the house? I think I'll save those in case any Polly Pocket fans turn up to help out. But yeah, we're going to dive into it. Hopefully this is a way where I'm not going to be listing live, obviously, because I'm using my phone as the camera. Hi camera. But this is hopefully a way where I can, on this stream, get some help, get some stock identified, and then do a bit of listing tomorrow. Well, all day tomorrow. There might be time for a bit of FIFA. I don't know. We'll know. We'll see. Chief Editor Mark. Is this from... This is from He-Man, right? This is the sword that He-Man holds aloft and says, by the power of the Eye of Thundera, I have the power, right? You don't know anything about Polly Pockets. Well, you're a lot of use. Yeah, I'm not hopeful for a whole lot of people turning up, if I'm totally honest. Not massively hopeful for that. But even if the odd person turns up, joins in, it'll be fun. That's Lion-O. That is Lion-O's sword. It wants straightening out. Give you a hot tip here. Hot tip for free. You can have this one for free if you're watching this Ponder replay. When you've got a bit of a kink in, I don't know about all weapons. I can show you one to compare it with actually. But you've got a bit of kink in a Thundercat's weapon in particular. Yoink. Let me just reach over here. So this Captain Cracker sword had a bit of a kink in it, much in the same vein that you see now this Thundera one has. If you stick these in a bit of boiling water, not for too long, don't leave it in for too long, kettle, he knows. He knows. Put it in a bit of boiling water, just, I don't know, give it a few seconds, take it out, have a feel for it. If you leave it in for too long, it's going to go completely floppy and flaccid. You know, a flaccid sword. Leave it in for a few seconds, take it out, have a feel of it. Feel if there's much give in it. You can see right now there's really... It bends, obviously. It bends, it's thin plastic, but when you've heated it, it'll go almost jelly-like. You can sort of... The way I do it is nip the end and just sort of pull it away from itself. Pull it away from the hilt of the sword. And you will get a straight sword. Job's a carrot. Hey up, Job's a carrot. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this impromptu late night. Is it Thursday night? Thursday night chill. Chill. We've just identified this sword. Job's a carrot. We know which one this is. We've got this down to a T. Is that Heath? Job's a carrot. I feel like that's Heath. Yeah. So yeah, if you're new to this channel as well, there's a point. Make sure you subscribe and stick around. I noticed I've been getting a bit obsessed with analytics, and I noticed today that something like 80% of my viewership is not subscribed to the channel, which is crazy. Hit that subscribe button. Get involved, stay involved. But yeah, this is the fledgling channel. This one hopefully taking off quite well. Had a couple of surreal experiences. Heath, Jobs. Oh, it's from an. Oh no, it's not. I'm on a Facebook ID group. There's always someone on there who knows what stuff is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is Heath. Yeah, so Heath a fortnight ago, over in Hull, in the middle of the morning, in the dark of the night, dived in. We were diving in some VHS. Oh, where's your spanner? It's there. First mod. First mod. How do I make you into a mod? Boom. Add moderator. There you go. Chief Editor Mark. Yeah, diving in a box of VHS. I noticed Gremlins was in there. You'll see the video when it comes out eventually. I noticed Gremlins was in there. I said, oh, Gremlins is got to be a good VHS. It's not my kind of thing, but... And Heath was to the side of me. I was sort of half speaking to Heath and half speaking to the camera. And I just heard him say, the Yorkshire Picker. Exactly like that. And it was a very surreal experience to get recognised solely on my voice, actually. It was very strange. And it happened again this Sunday past. Heath, you'll be interested to know it happened again. Chap from, I forget his channel name now. Free My Time, I think it's called. Yeah, looking at stuffed toys. Said, it's Dom, isn't it? Yorkshire Picker. Yeah, exact same scenario. Very strange. Right, so we're moving on from Lino. Struggle with multitasking. I've got a whole box or bags and bags of Polly Pockets to try identify. I've been looking already at a few things. I thought these were Power Rangers, so I'm giving away what they are now. But I thought these shiny plastic accessories parts were Power Rangers because they do resemble Power Ranger weapons. You can find a chrome Power Ranger weapon. There we go. So yeah, you see how the plastic is very, very similar. We're not getting very good focus on this camera tonight. Yeah, I thought they were Power Rangers, but they're not. They're actually G1. That one is Power Rangers. That's from a smaller version of the big Megazord toy. But these are actually G1 Transformers. Rat-Bat. Don't even know him. Rat-Bat. Those are his left and right guns. Wings, guns. Pardon me, nervous burps. And these are from one of Soundwave's cassettes, I believe. We think it's Rumble. Not entirely sure. Sort of half found those. But yeah, we've identified something already. They are G1. G1. Chief Editor Mark knows. Jobs of Carrot says, oh, we've got Mike and Beth in the chat as well. Use it to stir your cup of tea with and bend it right back. Sorry, I missed that, Mike and Beth. Yeah, we could do that. It's coffee though, but yeah. No, I've drunk too much of it now. It won't go deep enough in. Yeah, Mike and Beth's in the chat as well. Nice to have you here. Jobs Carrot says, I'm on Facebook ID group. There's always someone on there who knows what stuff is. Yeah, it's good to share knowledge as well. It makes it so much quicker. I've been using the Google Lens. I think this is Skeleton Warriors, by the way. Google Lens, but for example, if you show that one on Google Lens, oh, that's probably a better example there. I showed that one to Google Lens, and it just showed me loads of pictures of old keys. Nothing to do with action figures. I do think that's Power Rangers, but again, it's that same chrome plastic. It could be G1. Who knows? Skeleton Warriors, I'm saying on this one. Excuse me. Keep it PG. I'm trying, but I'm chilling. And if you don't mind me smoking, I'm going to smoke on this stream. I'm so used to doing Pokemon and having to be a certain persona. I'm going to... Sorry if it offends anyone watching, but I'm going to have a cigarette whilst we look at action figure toys. Right, pop quiz then. What's this one? Whilst I smoke my cigarette. Cricket bat. What's this one, if you know in the chat? Chief Editor Mark, you must know that one. But you don't answer. See if Jobs a Carrot or Mike and Beth know what that one is. It's like a wheel hub, right? I need like a platform to put the ones that we're guessing on. Put the guessing ones on a platform. Didn't think it through. Just dived on it. What else we got? These are a couple that I already know. I'm just testing your guys' knowledge. See what level of expertise we've got up in the building. Why is focus not focusing? Focus! Focus. Focus, John. Focus. There you go. Oh, there you half go. What's this one? You know this one? Cigarettes in action. Yo, Froggy Flips. It is an honour. We got Froggy Flips. I actually put that comment half-heartedly thinking he probably won't turn up. He probably won't have time. But Froggy Flips. Yo. YouTube reseller flipping thrifting legend in the chat. What an honour. Glad to have you here, dude. Do you know this one? Froggy flips. Cigarettes and action figures definitely reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, it was okay in the 80s. It was allowed in the 80s. Supernaturals, Magic Martin 666, straight in there. Yes, Supernaturals, we know that one. There we go. And what about this one? This is 90s, not 80s. This is actually a projectile from... Actually, this got used on two. So it got used as an action figure accessory, and then it was a playset accessory as well for the scoreboard hideout. That's Biker Mice, came with throttle, and he projects them off his... but on the scoreboard hideout, it was used as a weight on a weight bench. No He-Man for you tonight, unfortunately, Froggy Flips. I don't think so, anyway. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these to the back. The setup's not ideal. That one's Power Rangers, but I can't remember what it is. Setup's not ideal. It's, like I say, completely impromptu. But I have a bag off to the side here. A bag of accessories that I picked up off eBay. And I just checked the stamp on the envelope, and it said I got them in the 8th month. What's the 8th month? It's a good couple of months ago anyway. And I've not actually looked at them. All I remember is, see, this is something you can do quite frequently if you are a flipper, if you are a reseller. It's a hot tip. I've been meaning to make a video solely based on this premise, but I quite often make money not even leaving the house, if that makes sense, by buying job lots on eBay and then parting them out on eBay. Totally. Don't have to go hunting around car boots or yard sales, where depending on where you are, you can buy stuff on there and then part them out. There's not great profits to be made in weapons only. Having said that, some eBay shops are just solely action figure accessories. Well, it's going to get exciting. Yes, so some people do make a living just off action figure accessories. They can often be rarer than the toy. And I'm probably saying something that's very obvious to you guys. But they can be rarer than the toy themselves, purely because of the size of them. Because the small parts go missing. I think my best score... I think of my best score. I once sold a Palace Blaster. I think it comes with... let's say Jedi Knight Luke. No, not Jedi Knight Luke. It's one of the Lukes from Star Wars. Is it one of the... it might be the Endor outfit one comes with. But yeah, Palace Blaster sold for £115 on bids. Shush, that's a secret. Trade secret. Keep it in the loop. Gotta keep it in the loop. So let's go through a few of these quickly. That's Biker Mice. I know that one. I'll cancel out the ones that I already know. Biker Mice. Biker Mice. And then you guys can get involved. Biker Mice. When it gets to the difficult stuff. We'll make a Biker Mice pile. Biker Mice pile over there. I'm going to move the ashtray. It's very, very cluttered in here. As I'm sure it is in a lot of you guys' setups. Very cluttered. This is difficult because I can't actually see what I'm picking up. Ooh, that guy's Biker Mice. It's Grunge Cycle, and what's the guy called? Grease Pit Grunge Cycle. I think that's Micro Machines, you know. Don't think I've ever had these before. There's one there as well, look. Vinny on his rocket sled. Can we edit out these burps, Chief Editor Mark, afterwards? And maybe just edit out the sig. Can you make it into a carrot or something instead, like chewing on a carrot? But yeah, Vinny on his rad rocket sled. By Micro Machines, by Galoob, I presume? That should be Galoob. Does it say? Does it say China? Might just say China. About 93. Oh, what's this? A little tin. Ginger the dog. Hey up, Ginger the dog. Looks like a little... it's like a little tobacco tin, a snuff tin. Snuff tin for kids. Yep, snuff tin for kids. Take that to school. Nobody's going to know about your secret stash of snuff in there, kids. What else we got? Biker Mice from Carbuncle's Secret Laboratory playset. Didn't really think this through. Oh look, can't see beyond the camera. I don't even know where I'm putting my hand. I'll pick up a random piece. Oh, Power Rangers. Know that one. We know that one. Shall I put out my cigarette? I don't want to offend anyone. He says blow smoke in your face. Power Rangers for definite, that one. Oh, Power Rangers again. Ah, see, this is why I've bought this job lot. To learn more about Power Rangers. That's the pterodactyl, which is the chest plate of Megatron. Not Megatron. Megazord. This is his chest plate, but that looks like a smaller version. Possibly. Micro Machines, I would say. Possibly. What have we got here? Throttle. Yo, go on, Throttle. Who's your favourite biker mouse from Mars? That's a good question. Do a poll. As a kid, I liked Vinny, but Modo was 100% my favourite. As a kid, I actually wanted and willed it upon myself. I wanted a robot arm and an eye patch. Not quite got there yet. Oh, and I wanted a chunk out of my ear and lots of big earrings like Modo as well. I did get the earrings eventually, but the robot arm, I'm gonna have to speak to Elon Musk about that. I'm not sure if we can do that. Cybernetic arm. So we've got that throttle twice. Does that mean that we've got more of the same? No. It's the only duplicate. That looks like Power Rangers, possibly. Modo favourite. The Power Rangers Green Ranger Saber sat their childhood right there. Mike and Beth. Power Rangers Green Ranger Saber. Where do see, I haven't thought this through at all. Where do I look? Green Ranger Saber. What, you mean his sword? I presume you mean his sword. Is that one? A lot of these are Power Rangers, aren't they? I must have bought a Power Rangers bundle. That must be what it is that was bought way back 2 months ago. That is Biker Mice. Can't remember who it's from. ATV Modo, maybe? Biker Mice from Throttle's bike. Ooh, that looks like Toxic Crusaders. I feel like that's Toxic Crusaders, like it's a flagpole maybe. Not entirely sure. So yeah, chill time. Feel like I've run out of things to say already. Oh, there's a Blue Ranger for you. Mike and Beth. Well, part of a Blue Ranger. No, got the lion type head on it. This one. This is actually really quite cool, the tiger head. This, I'd already identified it as being Power Rangers, but it's really quite cool. I can't really show you what it does. You can sort of try. But you crank it up, and it's like a Bakugan, and the spinning top in the bottom comes out when you wound it up. And it's metal. I tried stopping the spinning top with my finger earlier, and it didn't hurt me, but see if it stays in the same spot. There you go. It's cleaning up. It's pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. You want it, don't you, Mike and Beth? I presume that's Mike and not Beth saying that. Get that in the post to you tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, for anyone joining the stream or just tuning in, I'm PokeDom, but that's not my name on this channel. The Yorkshire Picker, Thrifty McShifty, Hunter McToyfinder, many aliases. Not because I'm wanted by the law or anything like that, just indecisive when it comes to names. See, these are definitely Power Rangers. I feel like these are from the head flipping ones. I feel like they're definitely from those. We've got a Moo Moo Cow. Moo Moo Cow. I'm call her Daisy. I can identify a Frisian cow. Good timing. Good timing on that one. Snapsies. Do we have any Polly Pocket experts in the building yet? Mike and Beth. Is Beth into Polly Pockets at all? Could really do with some help with Polly Pockets. I've got absolutely tons of them, and I don't want to. So the thing about selling smalls like this is that if it's I've sort of got a cut-off point now where if it's £5 or under, it ends up being hardly worth it in the end. But I know some polys, just the figures alone, have substantial value to them. I'm trying to think if there's some that I've actually sorted and looked up. I feel like there is somewhere. Oh, there we go. This one. This bag here has a swan in it. A swan. I can't decide which set it's from right now in the moment, but that swan I know is a good 15, even £20. Well, that one's slightly discoloured, so obviously going to hurt the value, but in mint condition, that's a good £15–20 little piece, is that one. And I've got somewhere in here, there are some figures from the Children's Hospital playset, which again are quite sought after if it's the right figure. Don't know where I've put those. Do not know where I've put those. What's going on with the music? What we got? The playlist was called Lo-Fi and Chill, but that doesn't sound very chill. I'll crank that down a little bit. Yo, UK Misfit is in the chat. Like, love a snap bag full of decent finds. Magic Martin 666 says, what's my eBay? It should be in the description, I think. Hidden_treasure_toys. If you want to look me up on there. Silver sword with the head on the handle, not the spinner. Right, let me see. Silver sword with the head on the handle. I'm peeking. I'm peeking duck. Silver sword. Oh, yeah, I do know that one. Saber. Yeah, I do know that one. There's a whole ton of Power Rangers. I genuinely didn't have a clue what was in this bag in terms of variation. So I don't know how much is going to be that we actually need help with. That's obviously Power Rangers. Don't know about this one. That looks like Power Rangers because they have the you know, you can notice sort of similarities in weapons in certain toy lines. Power Rangers often has the hole in the handle there for the handle hover. The hand that holds it will have. Whew, that's a lot of H's. The hand that holds it will have a lot. Have a little peg on it. Yo, WWG's in the chat. WWG, are you into your action figures or not? So I'm going to say that's Power Rangers because of the hole in the handle. The hole in the handle. See, that regular blaster has one, so I reckon that one is as well. Bike of mice. I want there to be something really cool in here. Something really pog. Something really valuable. But I'm not seeing it just yet. These are all just little trinkets, really. Nothing huge. I think the best finds are definitely so far the G1. The G1 stuff. There's my eBay on that there card. For whoever just asked. Well, there's my eBay. Hidden Treasure Toys. I was going to call the channel that, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where the auction picker came from. It just sounded like a decent name. No idea on this one. Let's have someone in the chat maybe help me out with that one. It's quite distinctive. I'm sure if you knew it, if you know it, you know it. It's one of those. Like maybe feed balls down into it. Is it a golf bag? An army golf bag? G.I. Joe? Not G.I. Joe. Definitely not G.I. Joe. The one I just picked up is Transformers as well, says Chief Editor Mark. What, this piece? No, that wasn't recent. Which one? It's so difficult when you're not in the room. WG says, sold all my 80s Ninja Turtle stuff a few years ago. Dude. Well, I can help you out there if you want to get some back. I hope they weren't your original ones from your childhood, because you shouldn't be doing that. That's not good. Hang on to those memories, says the sentimental old fool. That's Toxic Crusaders. I'm sure that's Toxic Crusaders as well. They're from the sludge, the skateboard, the sewer, not sewer skateboard. Ninja Turtles on brain. From the skateboard though. The skateboard, definitely. Another bag of mice. In front of the orange. In front of the orange. There ain't an orange there. You mean a banana? In front of the orange. This thing. That. That doesn't look like G1. That one. Focus. Why is focus not working very well? Camo Studios, whatever you're called. Letting us down. Yes, I'll pay for the pro upgrade at some point. But you're letting us down tonight. You have a little cleany. Is that better? Is that better? That one. That one looks like Batman. We're making loads of progress. We've got no listings done, but we're making progress. Metal thing. Don't know what that is. No idea. I really need to rethink the camera angle there somehow. What about this? Can I see better there? Ah, I can see them on the screen if I touch the screen. Duh. Bag of mice, definitely bag of mice. A little bit of fence, I presume that goes with the cow. Cow, fence, yes. Definitely, match, that is a match. Accessory and figure, matched up. Boom, doing it. WG, yeah they were, I think I got about £10 for £10 for a huge box full. Dude, Ninja Turtles is my thing as well, you know that. You know that, I presume you didn't know me then. Bike of mice. You didn't sell them at the car boot, did you? Not that old rookie mistake. See, I think that's the way I've got some Batman mixed in here because that looks like a Robin R to me. James Harley, you might need some of these bits. So I'm going to say that that's Batman. We need a Batman pile. That's Batman, that's Batman, that's Batman. Wait, I've got bags. I've got bags. Boom. That's not a big enough bag. Put them in the bag. Yo, we've got 8 people watching. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Selling the reseller tips. Selling? Sharing. Not selling them. No charge. No charge. Completely free. There we go. Bag those up as Batman bits. I think I might have to start bagging up Power Ranger bits just to clear them out of the pile. What do you say? That makes sense. So, I don't know how I get the screen to stay on constant. So, Power Rangers? Ooh, I'm not confident on that one being Power Rangers actually. That one is. That one sure is. Power Rangers. I feel like they're Power Rangers. I feel like they stick onto something. I'm not entirely sure. Power Rangers for sure. Someone definitely had a good day. Yeah, exactly. Sold an N64 and Master System at the same. Oh my goodness, guys in the chat, guys watching, you missed out on boot sale gold. Absolute boot sale gold on the day that Dom WG decided to take his childhood collectibles to a boot sale. Boom. Power Rangers, definitely Power Rangers. Oh, definitely Power Rangers. Definitely I'm pretty confident that one's Power Rangers. Power Rangers. Power Rangers. So in this instance, for want of a better word, in this situation, what would you do as a reseller? Would you take the time to part out all these parts? Because some of these might be only worth like a few pounds. So would you take the time to list them all separately, or just bundle up like someone obviously did when I bought it? I'm not confident on that one. Because you can spend, like a mice, you can spend a whole lot of time to the point where it becomes, you know, it doesn't make sense anymore to do listings, individual listings. You can spend more time than it's worth. If that makes sense. Got to weigh up your options between profit and time. Time is money. I feel like that is Mini Mutants Ninja Turtles from one of the little Polly Pocket type sets, Ninja Turtles line. Got £10 for them. Oh, okay, we're talking giveaways, foolish things. We're talking regrets in the chat. WWE Solid 64 and Master System at the same boot sale. It was before I knew how to check eBay sold, well that explains a lot. Someone definitely had a good day that day. Mike and Beth says, at least you got £10 for them. My nephew stole all my Ninja Turtles and Biker My stuff. Well, my mum gave them to him. Just as bad. It's the same thing pretty much. Same thing. Managed to keep hold of Grease Pit and his bike. That's about it. They vultured the rest. Damn those kids wanting to play with toys. How dare they? How dare they? My story of my obsession with toys and my childhood loss is quite a tragic one, really. So I sold all my toys to a kid at school when I was just 10, and I think I sold the Ninja Turtles complete. I remember I had 46, I think, figures in my collection that I bought from the shop. I took really good care of them, and it was a combination of getting picked on at school for still having toys when I was 10, which is not even a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. And our house getting burgled. So our house was burgled, and they didn't steal any of my toys, obviously, but they emptied out my toys onto the chair. I don't know what they were looking for in the bottom of the toy box, or they were in a bag, I think. They emptied them out on the chair, did the burglars. And when I came back to the house, I think we were on holiday, and when I came back to the house, obviously the police were there and whatnot. My toys were not the same after that, because I knew that these strangers that had broken into our house had touched my toys, and I didn't play with them as much after that. Very strange. But yeah, sold them all to... Oh, what's his name? What's your name? Lee Pearson. If you're watching, Lee, I want my toys back. I know you've still got them in your loft. You told me as much. I want my Ninja Turtles back. See, I think it was his brother. I think it was Lee's brother, Danny, who picked on me for having the Ninja Turtles. And I don't know if it was a cunning plot and scheme by the two brothers. I feel like they might have been in cahoots there. I feel like they might have... I'll pick on him for having toys, and then you go to his house and buy all his toys when he's depressed about the fact he's getting picked on. But yeah, stigma stuck with me. I'd bundle up, says Jobs a Carrot. I'd bundle up mice, Power Rangers, etc, etc. I appreciate that, Jobs a Carrot. So, Jobs a Carrot, Heath, my man Heath, when you've bundled them up, would you then auction them, or would you then decide on a price and go for buy it now or best offer? Because this very lot here in front of us, or most of this lot now, is from when somebody chose to auction a job lot, and then I bid on it on the off chance. I think I won it really, really cheap. I can't remember exactly, but I think I might have bid £30 tops, like tops. And I think I was really shocked when I went on my eBay and it said, you have won, congratulations, pay now. So that's my only fear, is listing job lots on auction very often ends up in a reseller buying them. I'm just going to put you on pause a sec, guys. Just one sec. Let me just put you back on that screen. I just want to take my jumper off and do it without exposing myself to you. Whew. Getting hot in here. Turning up the heat with the toy identifications. Well, that's weird. There's Chief Editor Mark. Do you want to open some Pokemon? Think I see a G.I. Joe backpack, says Chief Editor Mark. See, I noticed that as well. This one, just because of the peg in the back. Yeah, I thought that might be. Quite possibly. The G of the I. Joe variety. Quite possibly. We'll put that off with the possibly identified at the side. Buy it now if you know the value. Auction always seems to go for less. exactly. That is exactly my point there. Jobs are carrot. Exactly my point. I had an argument with someone on a Facebook group once over they were auctioning, or they were advising somebody. No, they were advising somebody to auction a very valuable toy. I feel like it was Scratch, which is like, there's a whole there's a whole discourse over whether or not Scratch should be a chase figure or a grail figure. But Scratch, at the time that it was being sold, I think had a value of about £1,500 to £2,000, and the person on the Facebook group was saying, auction it. Auctions are the only way to recognise true value. I was like, absolute. Did I hear Pokemon? We could do it back. No, this is not the Pokemon channel. Yeah, I said that's absolutely ridiculous what you're saying right now. Nonsensical nonsense. He was like, prepared for the fight, prepared to argue. But I'm pretty sure I beat him hands down with my argument, because my argument was that there are, I think it's 2 or 3 factors when it comes to auctioning something. There's 3 things, I think. I'm going to say 3, but I might only come up with 2. There's 3 things that you're relying on within that auction period. One is this, the will to purchase. So there's got to be someone wanting to purchase that item, and as a side note, they've got to notice it within, what's the maximum auction time, 10 days. So they've got to have searched for that figure within those 10 days and then be willing to buy it. Yeah, I think that's 1 and 2 actually. 1 and 2. And the third factor is finances. If somebody goes in to buy something like a Scratch figure, they've got to have that money readily available, sat in their bank account, to make that big bid to win it. And the upshot is that it always falls short of its true value. Most often by as much as a quarter or a third of its true value. So it will recognise its value, I think, around 3/4 to 2/3 of its true value by doing it in an auction, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. and I think 90% of the time, maybe even 95% of the time, when you auction something particularly valuable like that, you're more often than not going to find that it's a reseller who buys it. Because I know this from experience. I've done it myself, where I've bid on something that I think, I'll estimate the value of it, say it's £1,000, and I think, right, if I'm feeling flush, I'm going to bid as much as 600 on that. Maybe I always do a quirky little unrounded weirdo number, like I might bid £601.22, just because if someone bids the same bid as me, I'll pip them by that small fraction. But yeah, it's the truth. eBay is not an auction site anymore. That's what it started life as, but it is not that anymore. It is now a reseller's market. It's a shop where people want to go on that site and see a price and buy it. They don't want to sit around and wait and bid and lose out in the end to snipers and bots in the last few seconds. They don't want to do that. They want to go on, see what it is that they want to buy, find it at its best or most reasonable price, and buy it. Anyway, tangent, went off on a bit of tangerine there. I think I've missed all sorts in chat. So Mike and Beth said, buy it now or best offer, you won't get what they're worth on an auction, as it's a bit of a special market for them. Definitely. And as I said just then in that ramble, you are reliant on somebody wanting it within that period that you auction it. So if it's a 10-day auction, which I usually try and do, but I think with my shop subscription, I think I'm only allowed to do 7-day auctions for free. I think if I try doing 10, it tries to charge me, which obviously I don't want to lay out more money on fees. Even if it's 30p, I don't want to do it, because I'm already paying, I think, £84. I think they hiked it up again, £84 per month, just to be on, just for the absolute honour of being on eBay. Oh, Armando's popped in the chat. Pokemon, huh? Pokemon? Tainting my channel. No, we're talking toys tonight. This is the toy channel, guys. Don't even tempt me. I've got some match attacks. Do you want to open some match attacks whilst we chat? This one's for Dom WG. He asked first. We're going to open a match attacks pack just because why not? Well, to catch up with the chat. Buy it now on small bundles, says Dom WG. Yeah, so you can sort of estimate the value of each item in the bundle. Yeah, you could sort of say, well, that's probably worth £10 as a bundle. Yeah, I don't know. I get obsessed. I think I get obsessed. I know I'll get obsessed. I think I get obsessed with being the code card for you there, guys. I think I get obsessed with being the guy at the end of the rainbow, if I'm honest, which is to my detriment at times because you don't get the quick flips. You just get the actual hoarding going on. Munier? Don't know that guy. Oh, we got. Oh, this is Park UC. Luka Jovic, Luis Diaz. Who's this guy? Guendouzi. I can't believe I'm opening cards on the channel. It's for toys. Marquinhos. We got PK. Is he still playing? Wait, these are from 2000. These are from like 2 years ago. Shakira. Ooh, you got a special card in the end. Aubameyang. Gold. Aubameyang full art. Aubameyang full art gold. There you go. Nice pull. I will sleeve that up for you. Put a tab on it and everything. No more cards. Let's have a poll, says WG. Fingers are itching. Saturday night. It's going down Saturday night. Fusion Strike. That's all I'm saying. End of. 100% correct, says Jobs Carrot. If you do a sold and completed search, the values are always higher on Buy It Now. 100%, yeah, definitely. And you could even be as specific as, say, search for that scratch figure that I aforementioned, and filter to highest value first on sold, and then click Buy in Format and just, you know, select and deselect Buy It Now, and you'll see the auction ones and the Buy It Now ones side by side. Highest order, you'll get a true picture then, definitely. Ooh, Armando has got the door and window frames of my office filled with some old toys. Armando, we need an Instagram post on that, definitely. You'll find my definitely. What's there? What selection of toys are there on your shelf and windowsill, Armando? I can't see where we are. Look, click the camera. There we go. We're getting into the groove. Who's this guy? Anyone know this guy? I don't know this guy. Never seen this guy. Made in Hong Kong. Is he a hunter? Is he smoking a pipe? Good call, old chap. I'm having a pipe as well. You can go with the cow. I think you go with the cow. I'm going to say you ride the cow, possibly. Or at least definitely milk it. Have you got any Resident Evil figures for sale, Mike and Beth? I have had them before, but I don't have them currently. I've had some of them before. I think Froggy Flips. I doubt Froggy Flips is still watching. He's probably all kinds of busy. But I think it was it a Froggy Flips video or Cincinnati Picker maybe? I remember watching one of the tubers find a box full at a yard sale, and I was shocked and blown away. It might have actually been Hairy Tornado. I was blown away by the value on some of the Resident Evil figures. Some really valuable ones. Is it the first release ones, or does it depend on the brand? I'm not entirely sure on that one. Got my fix, says Dom WG. What, from the football cards? Dom WG says my dad collects old lead figures. Nice. That's that actually straight away makes me think of one of my dilemmas, which is the idea of not that I think your dad's going to pass away, but the idea of older generations of collectors growing out of, for want of a better word, becoming disinterested in toys, in collectibles as they reach a certain age. That's always a fear. I always fear that I'm going to have this huge collection of Ninja Turtles. Maybe Ninja Turtles is a bad example. But I'll have this huge collection of toys, and then the people who are interested in buying them will get to an age or pass away to the point where they plummet in value, and the new generation, or the upcoming generations, won't have any interest. I think we've seen that as a trend with train sets. I don't think there's very many young people that collect train sets, and even diecast in general, diecast cars in general. I don't think they have the same collectability and the same fan base as they used to have. Definitely. And probably Lead Soldiers is probably the same as well. I bet your dad can get Lead Soldiers super cheap, WG. Super cheap, because the interest won't be there. The demand is not there. Amando's got TMNT Super Mario toys. Got my hands on some sealed original Space Jam. Ooh, Space Jam toys. Michael Jordan toys. A couple of WWE Pocket Pops. See, I'm not big on wrestling. Knowledge is really not great. I know about the Hasbro, the vintage Hasbro wrestling figures. I know a little bit about those. Don't know so much about the LJN rubbery type figures. And the modern Jakks Pacifics ones, there's just far too many of them to keep track of and figure out. See, that's definitely a broken bit, whatever that's from. Nope, we'll put that on the broken bit pile. Yeah, the modern Jakks Pacific wrestlers, I have no idea about. Zoom, not Zoom, focus. I'm going to say that's Biker Mice. Yeah, that's part of Carbuncle's secret lab. What are these wings? Does anyone know what the wings are? I feel like they might be. They might be Power Rangers actually. Because I bet. There you go, look. I bet those quite possibly go on there. Do any YouTubers smoke on streams? Is that not a thing? I don't feel like that's a thing. I'm setting the bar for the low-level bar for depravity on YouTube. Smoking on a stream. Oh well. Oh well. Que sera. Did you think that was G1, Chief Edit Mark? You think that's G1? See, it looks like that could be a peg. That's a very similar peg to the one that you thought was, what have I done with it? The G.I. Joe. That's a very similar peg. This is another trick for you guys as well. I'm sure you already know this. Probably preaching to the choir. But you can often pair up items by the type of plastic, the coloration of a plastic, right down to the very hue, for want of a better word, the shade of the plastic and the sort of finish of the plastic. I would say whatever they come from the exact same toy figure, almost 100%, just based on them being very, very similar plastics. Very, very similar plastics. Webcam HD, hey, I'm waiting. What? Yo, what's going on there? Message deleted by Chief Editor Mark. We've not had that before. Webcam HD, hey, I'm waiting you on 18 plus stream. Why did you delete those? Might have wanted to click on those. Yeah, RGI Joe. Yo, Sam Abrahams is in the chat. Smoke one, bro. I'm smoking, watching you. There you go. It's 2021. It's not a vape. I should be vaping, surely. It is a nasty habit, I'm not gonna lie. But it also can be very relaxing. I'm not promoting smoking, by the way, Daddy YouTube, if you're watching. No idea on that bucket. No idea. I'll leave it on there, see if anyone recognises it when they come on. Light cover? Light cover? Bulb cover? No idea. It's like a police siren, I guess. What else we got? Sandbag. See, that to me looks like a Joe accessory. That looks like a G.I. Joe accessory. So I might put that with those that you thought were possibly G.I. Joe. What else have we got? Keep trying to look around the camera instead of just tapping it. Who's this guy here? Tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap tap taparoo. Big hands guy. No idea on that one. It reminds me of one of the bad guys from Puppet Master. You know, the guy with the massive hands on Puppet Master. No idea on him. Standing back there. Jobs a carrot. I'm fishing with him tomorrow. Kanaski's got tons. What did I miss there? Would he want a 70s? Oh, okay. So we're talking about WWG's dad. WWG, would he want a 70s to 80s Jeep and trailer and bike and sidecar in not great condition? Oh. Yo, making connections, making friends in the chat, hooking people up with all the best items. Fishing with him tomorrow. Can ask. He's got tons of cars and bits. Yeah, I've got a tank. If anyone wants a tank that it's I think it's a Scorpion tank. I'm gonna say it's the original Action Man, 1960 something. I'm sure it's a Scorpion tank, and it's been sat around for a couple of years. I think maybe, yeah, probably. Because it's so large that I just don't want to post it, so it's just sat around. Reselling Roller Coaster is in the chat saying hi. Hi, Reselling Roller Coaster, how you doing? Been a good one. And Philly Flipper is in the chat saying good afternoon all the way over there in Philadelphia. Yo. If you see anything, guys, you guys that have just joined or just made yourself visible in the chat, if you can see anything in the pile, I'll shuffle it back towards the middle. If you can see anything that you recognise, give me a shout, describe it. I think that's the only way we can work it. You can't really point to it for me, can you? But yeah, if you see anything there that you recognise in the foreground rather than the background, we've been working on identifying action figure parts. And if we've got any Polly Pocket fans in the chat, I would really... I shared the stream, actually. I shared the stream on a Polly Pocket Facebook group, just on the off chance that one or two Polly fans would come on and, you know, just help me do a whole lot of work for me. There we go. What's very kind? What happened? Oh, Jobs a Carrot says he can have them if he wants. Oh, they're his own original old toys. That is very kind. Chief Editor Mark sees a fidget spinner. This one. Oh, that's weird. Why would that even be in there? That's in no way vintage, surely, unless fidget spinners are a reincarnation of an old idea I'm not aware of. But yeah, I see a fidget spinner. Ooh, it's a really well balanced one as well. That is spinning for days, Chief Editor Mark. Spinning for days. Mini fidget spinner. Tea Cakes, I'll have the tank. Is it complete? Price, says Tea Cakes. In terms, well, I'm not sure if my social media links are in the... Are they in the... I didn't put them in. But Instagram, I should be the Yorkshire picker. If you shout me out on Instagram, Tea Cakes, I'll send you some pictures. Can't be far away of seeing you at Rufford. That's the undisclosed location. We don't talk about Rufford. That's my honey. That's my best car boot, my best and favourite. Yeah, I'm not a million miles away. In terms of completeness, it's got the tracks on it, which I know is a thing. That's a thing. The tracks are there and they're in nice shape. No splits in them that I can think of. And it's got the what do you call the hole? What do you call the hole? The lid. The lid where the soldier gets in. That bit. It's got the hole where the person gets inside it. Yeah, it's quite complete, I think. Hatch. I'm going to call it a hatch. I'm going to call it the hatch. DomWG says that's so random. It is, but it's, you know what, DomWG, it's nice to see people meeting up in a chat and just making friends on a YouTube channel like that and potentially getting some freebies. That's cool. That's really cool. Maybe that's something I'll have to think about doing in the future if I do another Yorkshire Picker stream or two, which I'm sure I will at some point. This just occurred to me as something to do tonight, but maybe that's something I could do in the future, is some giveaways. Don't know how we would do it, but just bring some items on and say, if you need this part, if you need that part, if you need this figure, giveaway, or, you know, discount. Yo, Ashley Muff's in the chat, new to the channel. Have you brought your friend with you, Muff? What's the best club in England and why is it Chelsea? Says Philly Flipper. It's not Chelsea. Philly Flipper, it is not Chelsea. It's Liverpool. It's the mighty Liverpool. Yo. So who in the chat, here's a question for you. Who in the chat has their own channel and wants to share a hyperlink, or whatever the correct terminology is? Who wants to share a link to the channel in the chat? I'm presuming Philly Flipper's got a channel. I'm not sure if I might have met you on Instagram actually. Who else in the chat might have a channel? Tea Cakes, would you put out any content at all? But that's something you can feel free to do. This is purely a networking exercise, just a little experiment. So yeah, feel free. We think that one's Power Rangers. Feel free to share your social media for sure. That's Power Rangers chest plate. That looks like Megazord's chest plate, right? Maybe. Looks like it flips down. It might be part of the Micro Machines figure, possibly. Yeah, I'm probably not far away from your tea cakes. Probably not far at all. The blue plastic looks like it could be a siren cat for a light bulb. Yes, I did think that myself. Did think that. But as to what toy it's from, I have no idea. This looks like it could be the bottom of a rocket, maybe, or some sort of stand. Looks like the bottom of a rocket ship. What else we got? We got a tool tin, a tool. Yeah, you can tell I don't do much mechanical work. Tool trolley, snap fit, that snap on. Guy don't do any sort of manual guy stuff. If you can ever get to Hemswell Market, it's an RAF base on a Sunday. I buy and trade there is a busy one. Bit quiet now that it's winter. I'm there every Sunday, says Sam Abrahams. Hemswell Market. I'm gonna write that one down, my dude. I'm gonna write that one down because I am quite aware that I'm sharing the same sort of content all the time. I do need to start varying where I go on a Sunday, just to get new scenery, new finds. I've found that the last sort of few weeks or so, I've literally been turning up on a Sunday just for content because I have got tons and tons of stock. So I've been very discerning with what I've bought, or tried to be discerning. Tess is in the chat. Sharing's caring. Are corpse figures still a thing? I got massively into them. Yeah, Lanard Corps still produce toys, not just the G.I. Joe type knockoffs. They've done a line recently of alien figures. I think very, very cheap type figures now though. Very budget type, you know, very thin plastic, not great moulds, not a whole lot of paintwork goes into them, but Lanard Corps are still going. I have found some very valuable ones at one time. In fact, I found a very valuable variation of a police officer, I think it was, Lanard Corps, and I listed it on eBay, I think I found it at the car booth for 50 pence. Sure I did. I listed it on eBay I think for £80, something like that. I'd seen that it sold as much as £100, and some guy in Italy took it upon himself. Yo, we're getting all the webcam, yo, webcam HD, welcome to the chat. I'm gonna have to fix up the chat bot for that. Yeah, so I found this Lanard Corps, 50p, put it on eBay for £80. This chap took it upon himself to message me all kinds of abuse, that I was dreaming and that it wasn't worth anything like that, and I'd give you £20 for it at most, etc, etc. You know the type of person. And yeah, lo and behold, it's sold for the buy it now price of £80. So I sent him a screenshot, said there you go mate, enjoy that. Sharing's caring. How far did I get on here? Hatch sounds good. I will contact you in some way. Oh, regarding the tank, yes, tea cakes. Not only a channel, I have the best channel, says Philly Flipper with a lol on the end. I'm gonna have to check it out for certain. I might have already checked it out. I watched that many of them. Yorkshire Picker looks an awful lot like PokeDom, says Ashley Move. There is a striking resemblance there, I've noticed myself. Seen that jetpack before, but I can't remember where from, says Chief Editor Mark. Jetpack. I've done Hemswell, says Jobs a Carrot. It's huge. Definitely have to check that out. Definitely. No, not me. I'm a full-time reseller, but no channel. Can't find the time, says Tea Cakes. I know that feeling. I've been streaming opening Pokemon packs for 6 months now, and it's really starting to take its toll, so I'm trying to get back into the reselling and trying to make content for the reselling channel, and it's just like prioritising is very, very difficult. You want to try Newcastle Fruit and Veg Market Indoor Boot Sunday? I travel a fair way for sales, says Tea Cakes. So it can be good. It can be worth commuting. I've been down to Newark a few times with my friend Meat Feast. Been down to Newark, and it was the antiques fair that he took me to. Trying try to teach me a little bit about antiques. And whilst there, I found a rats. I say it's rats. Is it made by Tommy? Robotic armoured something. I can't remember what rats stand for. But if you know the toy line, you know the toy line. And it was a rats command centre, and it wasn't sealed. The tape had come undone, but it was unused. I think I paid, I'm gonna say £20 or £30 for it, just on the off chance. I thought it might have even been 15. I just thought, go on, we'll try it, and it did really well. It ended up getting shipped to America. It did really well, and I did auction it because there was no precedent. I couldn't find any comps on it, so there was no precedent for it being sold before. I think it did a good couple of £100. So yeah, bolo. When are you doing celebrations? Saturday is now the PokeDom day. No more chasing around midweek streams, chasing around sales and whatnot. Reselling roller coaster says, I love your accent. Thank you. What's your accent, Reselling roller coaster? Where are you from? Mine's a bit of a mix. Is my accent? It's not fully Bradford, because I spent a little bit of my youth over in Pontefract. I lived in Pontefract, which is not a million miles away, but the whole lexicon is like ever so slightly different. The whole vocabulary, the whole sort of the twang is slightly different. The what's the word that I'm looking for? Vernacular? No, not vernacular. Yeah, that word. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, they speak slightly different over there. Robot anti-terror squad rats. Yes, tea cakes. Nice one. Well, look up rats command. I think it was called command center. I don't know if there's. I've never checked. I meant to keep checking after it sold, because it sold for £200, and the buyer messaged me and said, "Oh, thank you. I've been wanting that for years, and I'm really happy that I got it at the price I did." I think, or something to that effect. And I thought, should have held on to it. Should have researched more. Probably worth £2,000. Next to the cone, says Chief Editor Mark. Next to the cone, jetpack. Next to the cone, this one. That's not a jetpack. It's a gun. It's a turret gun. Yeah, we've gone off looking at toys now, haven't we? And there's not a matching one. I felt like that was the same thing. That's a foot. That's definitely a foot. Power Rangers foot, maybe. You don't want to claim he's 100% Bradfordian. I'm not one of those people that say I live in Leeds. I don't do that. I'm very proud of Bradford. It's not a bad place at all. What heard that say? What heard that say? I'm gonna say Power Rangers because it's got a hole in it. Fuck us, John. Fuck us. I'm gonna say Power Rangers on that one. No, other side of the cone. This jetpack. That jetpack. Or taps. I don't know. Is it part of a kitchen unit? Plumbing. That could be Kenner Batman, I think. Could quite easily see that attaching to something with that line. Don't know about this thing. Looks like a Lego hand attached to the end. Robotic. Inspector Gadget. Lego arm. Go Gadget arm. Another foot. We've got a pair of foots. Polly Pockets. What else have I got to identify? Nope. I have to identify those. I think we're gonna wind down now, but I've really enjoyed this. Other side. Yeah, that one. Sound familiar? Lol. Sound familiar? Lol? Does. I think we're going to wind down, guys. I think I'm going to sign off. I don't know. We'll chill for a little bit more, maybe. But I think I'm running out of things to say, to be honest. I've enjoyed this, and I really do appreciate the amount of views that the channel's getting. Really do appreciate that. I'm obsessed with looking at the analytics every single day. In fact, multiple times per day. In fact, sometimes I spend full days just looking at the graphs on YouTube analytics to see the projections. I make projections myself as well. But yeah, it's very cool, very cool. We had Froggy Flips in the chat. How cool is that? If you're a reseller, I think you straight away, I don't think you even need to be a reseller. I think we know Froggy Flips is. He only dropped the one comment, but that was super special. Because he just uploaded a video and we exchanged a couple of comments on his video. And the last comment I put was, I'm going to go live soon if you get a chance to pop on, and he did. So that was super cool. What's your favourite item toy you have, says Ashley. That is a good question. That is a good question. Favourite toy item that I have? Favourite toy. My favourite toy. I don't want to go too obvious. It won't fit on the screen anyway. The obvious answer would be Dino Riders T-Rex that I have a number of times. Favourite toy item. I'll grab a couple of things, Muff. I'll grab a couple of things to show you right now. The kind of thing that I really enjoy picking up. Cha. Boom, we're back. The things that I enjoy picking up are ones that evoke memories, particularly seaside memories or Kergate Market memories. So this type of toy is one that myself and my brother used to pick up every time we went down to Tenby in South Wales. There's a little shop there that sold these. It's cats and giraffes. I feel like those giraffes. Oh, neighbour's put some tunes on for us. Cheers, neighbour. Clearly doesn't enjoy living. And then cheapy bootleg. I like a good bootleg figure. So we've got this ninja guy here who's really quite cool. I don't remember him from my childhood, but he's cool. But the ones that I do remember from my childhood, there's two ninjas up on a shelf there that I can't quite reach, that I'd love to show you, because my brother, I've still got a photograph. I have to show you next time if you remind me. I can't get to it. I've got a photograph of me and my brother in the bath with the same two ninjas, and I'd totally forgotten about them other than the photograph. But then they turned up in a box of toys that I bought once, and it straight away came back to me. But it's the same thing with these as well. Me and my brother used to have one of these each. I think he had. Did he have the Karate Guy? The finger puppets. They're super cool. I don't know who made them. You could get wrestlers as well. WWF wrestlers, but they're the finger puppets or thumb puppets. You put them on your thumbs. Let me change the camera angle slightly. Put them on your thumbs. What are you doing, cat? Move out of the way. Get over there. We've not really actually done much other than make a mess, have we? But you put them on your thumbs and you fight it out. There you go. Chap chap. Oh, you kiss and smooch. I don't know, the kissing, dancing and smooching. But yeah, he had one, I had one. Pa cha pa 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 cha 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 cha. You looking? Yeah, but they're super cool. Don't know who manufactured them, but I actually wouldn't sell those. Even if you said, "Oh, I'll give you £50 for them," I probably still wouldn't sell them, because even though they're not the same ones that I had when I was a kid, they are the same ones that I had when I was a kid. For me, they just evoke good memories. Yeah, I'm really sure. I feel like I always wanted the ninja, but because my brother was 3 years older than me, he always made me have the Karate Guy instead. We'll have to speak to him about that on Sunday when I see him. Good question, Mr. Muff. Good question. I like lots of things. Put the pad down, says Sod FIFA. I want to see how YouTube is doing. Exactly. That's me. Nice. Froggy Flips is the other picker I found after watching me, Armando. Well, that's cool. You found him after me. I used to love them. So it was Dom WG. What, the ninjas or the cat? Dom WG. I think I have the cat twice. No, I've got a tiger version. I need to get in there. Look, can I get in there? I might end up falling over here. The life of a reseller. I'm getting there. Oh my goodness, get to it. I'm gonna need a cigarette for this bit, just for Dutch courage. But yeah, we've got, look, the tiger variation. Both of these found at car boot sales, I think. Tiger and cat variations of the self-same type of toy, but that one doesn't do it. Let's actually put your finger up inside that one. Oh, no. Keep it PG. Keep it PG. Wait, no, don't break. Don't break. I'll cry. Fixed it. Fixed it. I reached while I was there, Mr. Muffman. Yo, Sylar is in the chat. How did you get into reselling? That's a good question as well. Let me address that in just a sec. Oh, the cat. WG loves the cat. I don't think... I'd love to try and send you one. I think it's the tiger I've got twice. Ashley Muff says, I remember them. But the ninjas... You remember the ninjas. T-Cake says, subbed and belled. Thank you. Thank you. Turn on that notification bell. Ding-ling, ding-ling, ding-ling. But yeah, Muffman, I'm going to show you them when you asked what my favourite toy was. These are the two ninjas. These are the two ninjas. I didn't own them from childhood. I'm not going to lie to you. Actually, James, when he came round to visit and I showed him them, he said, oh my god, where did you find them? He thought I'd found them in the house, but I hadn't. Couldn't lie to him. Stand up, ninja. Let me get a better shot of the ninjas. No. Ninja. There they are, look. Alright, you're not even ready for this, Muffman. I will come back to that question, Sylar. I will definitely come back to that question, but you're not even ready for this. Wait, will I get a strike from YouTube for inappropriate... Please don't watch this, Daddy YouTube. Inappropriate footage. I don't think you can see his winkies or anything. No, I'll cover it up anyway, but I don't think you can see... I don't think you can see the winkies. But there you go, look. There you go, Muffman. Screenshot it. Screen grab the footage, whatever you want to do. Those are the two ninjas. And when I opened the box and it was just, yeah, you get that a lot with reselling. And I guess that's not... It's not a reason to do reselling, but it's a really nice aspect of it, is that you often stumble across toys that you have not seen or not held and not even thought of for, well, how old am I there? 30 years. You might have not thought of them for 30 years, and then all of a sudden, when you lay your hands on them, it prompts the memory to come back. Don't be laughing at me. Don't be laughing at Bath Time Dom. It's PokeDom. And see, I have always had a massive head. It's confirmed. Massive head. High hairline. See? Lots of face to wash. I think we ran out of soap that day because I had so much face to wash that day. Ran out of soap. Look at the t-shirt suntans as well. T-shirt suntans. Yo. There's no year on the back of it, unfortunately. Fuji colour paper. No year. Oh, look at the stickers on the tiles as well. Did anyone else used to do that when you were a kid? You put stickers all over your tiles in the bathroom. Put Scrooge McDuck on that tile there. Focus. 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 Foreground focus. Nope. Goofy's on that tile. Scrooge is on that tile. Don't want to focus. But yeah, class. Class. Whew, I love my neighbour. Yo, PokeKid Trainer's in the chat too. Sylar, how did I get in to reselling? That is a good question and an interesting one as well. I'll have a cigarette whilst I answer it. So, around... He's 18 next year, So around 13 years ago, when my son was 5 years old, he came to visit one weekend. Went to pick him up. It's like, Dad, look what I've got, look what I've got. And he showed me this Star Wars figures, a contemporary, modern Star Wars figure that had, I think it was a Luke Skywalker. I'm going to say in Hoth gear, I'm not sure though. It had sort of, probably 12, maybe 12 points of articulation. Maybe 14 or 15 points of articulation actually. But yeah, it had a lot of joints. Bent at the elbows, it rotated at the wrists, it rotated at the calves, and then bent at the knees, and then obviously the hip, and then twisted, and then the head, and so many points of articulation. So very detailed, such a good mould, and really well painted as well. And I said, "Oh son, that's fantastic. You smoke too much." I didn't say that to my son. I said, you want to see the toys that me and Uncle James used to play with when we were kids compared to this one now. You wouldn't believe what they were like. And I didn't have any toys from my childhood, so I just described to him that they only moved at the arms like that, and at the legs, like, I can't lift my leg up, but yeah, they only moved at the arms and legs, and the head twisted, and that was it. That was it. What you've got there is super cool. I said, you're very lucky to be having the toys that you have now compared to the ones that we had when we were kids. I said I should show you them. So I showed him some, I think, on Google. I said, you know what I should do? I'll buy some. I'll buy some to show you the same ones that we had when I'd not collected toys. So I would have been 27. Yeah, 27 years old. And I'd not owned toys for 17, maybe 16, 17 years since I was a kid, pretty much. So I bought these Star Wars figures from eBay to show him. I think Farm Boy Luke and a couple of others. I think I bid on like a little bundle and won a little bundle, and they came and I showed him and he was very impressed, and it really just started to snowball from there. Each week when he'd visit, I'd have a new batch of Star Wars figures to show him, and then obviously I ordered Ninja Turtles because I wanted to show him the Ninja Turtles I used to play with, and then Battle Beasts became our big thing. So if you don't know what Battle Beasts are, these are Battle Beasts, and I was obsessed with them as a kid. It's another seaside memory actually. We used to get them from Woolworths in Tenby. Battle Beasts are anthropomorphic man beasts that battle each other, and they battle each other very much like rock paper scissors stone, you know, the game, with the holograms there. So you cover up the hologram. The way me and Lewis used to play it was we'd get an army of say 15 each, and we'd go 1, 2, 3, both choose a battle beast, 1, 2, 3, reveal, fire, and if he had water, then his water would put out the fire and he would win that round. He would have a point. The other one's wood. Is there just 3 symbols? Fire, water, wood? I feel that's just fire, water, wood. And yeah, so we ended up ordering those by the bucket loads as well, and every time we visited on a weekend I would have hidden new battle beasts around the room. Sort of, it's a very cluttered room anyway, but on a shelf up high, sort of tucked behind a different action figure, or you know, down low somewhere, hiding, just poking its head out. And he used to have to sit on the bed in the centre of the room. He wasn't allowed to move. He could stand up. He could stand up and he could obviously move his head around to see, but he wasn't allowed to go to physically go searching around the room. But he had to see which new battle beast he could find hidden around the room. Nice memories, nice memory. But yeah, so the Star Wars that I was buying, I'll use the Star Wars as an example because they were the first in terms of reselling. I was buying in bundles because I didn't want to buy individual figures because they seemed pricey, expensive. And so I was buying bundles, and then when the bundles came, I would improve my collection by seeing if the duplicates were better than the condition, in better condition than the ones that I already had, and then I'd put back on eBay the duplicates that I didn't want, you know, the lesser condition ones. And I realised that I was actually getting more money back in than I was putting out. I was building a collection essentially for free, Might buy a bundle for £30 and then take out 5 figures that I wanted, and then reselling the bundle I might get £40, for example. And yeah, I thought, well, there's something in this, and that's how I got into reselling, essentially. Whew. Ooh, tea cakes. You've struck me right in the nostalgia there. Crossbows and catapults got me into it. First ever car boot, I paid £2 for a sealed one and sold it for £2.80 within the week to Greece. Now I'm surrounded with gear. Yo, tea cakes, that is a find. Crossbows and catapults is another one of those items like these in front of you, like these ninjas and these springy toys. Crossbows and catapults is another one where I think I found one of the projectiles. I found one of the projectiles in a mixed bag that I bought. And as soon as I saw the projectile, I was like, oh, that game. Me and James used to play that game. What's that game? And I had to find out what it was, because I've totally forgotten it until then. But that is a great find. I don't know what percentage profit that is, but it's a lot. It's more than 1,000, right? Big profit. And Hero Quest, you remember Hero Quest? Remember seeing that again for the first time, and it just struck me right in the nostalgia bone. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the other one was. I've not actually owned this since my childhood, but it came back to me when I started getting interested in board games. It was a vampire game called I Want to Bite Your Finger. And that's exactly how it sounded on the advert as well. I remember the advert. I want to bite your finger. And you had to put it's like a trap. It's like a trap, like a toy trap. You put your finger in the coffin, I think. Or you put your finger in the Dracula's mouth, I think. And if his eyes flashed. And it came down, it was like 2 felt tips that came down on your finger and left 2 bite marks. Yo, Forever Retros in the chat. Mega story, says Sylar. Oh, I can tell a story, Sylar. If you want more stories, you've come to the right place. We'll do some audiobooks at some point for you if you like. Ashley Muff says, do you have the Terminator figure, the army one? Ooh, I think I sold that the other day, you know, which is strange. I think it makes a noise. Used to have one as a kid. I did sell a couple of Terminator figures the other day, not noise making ones. In terms of noise making Terminator figures, the only one I can think of is there's like a jumbo double XL Arnie, where he's got his jacket on. He's got shades, but they're usually missing, and he's got the midi gun. He's got rips in him, and he talks, and I think his eye lights up as well. Kenner, I think the Kenner, right? Dom WG says, I used to do a lot of buying and selling on vinyl bundles for the same purpose to get the ones I need to upgrade the copies I got. You can do it with Pokemon cards as well, but we're not talking about Pokemon. But you can, yeah, you can do that just to improve. You see which one's better, and you go, right, well, I'll keep the better condition one. Sort of like upgrading your collection. And if you can do it for free, then it's fantastic. Arnie one. Sounds like that one, Muff. It's a big one. There's a hole in his chest, that's where the speaker is, yeah? Yeah, I've had that one. You see that at the car boot quite, I won't say frequently, but I've seen it a good few times in the last few years. Forever Retro, loved crossbows and catapults. Hero Quest is the grail, says go free my time. My time. Yo, go free my time, I mentioned you earlier. Hero Quest is a grail item, definitely. I found it at the car boot, but incomplete. Yeah, I'd love to find the extension. I think some of the extension packs can be more valuable than the main board game. I think it's one of those. I can't remember which extension packs, but I'm sure they can be worth more. T-Cake says, have you ever found Dark Tower? I'm still looking. No, I've not. I know what Dark Tower is, but only vaguely. I felt like that was more of a US game. I'm not sure that was a UK thing. I'm not entirely sure though. I might be wrong. Not entirely sure. T-Cakes, you're in the UK anyway, so you wouldn't be mentioning it if it wasn't in the UK, so I'm probably wrong on that one. I picked up, says go free my time. You picked up Hero Quest. Don't say you picked up Hero Quest at car boot for free. For £5. £2. I'm trying to think of best car boot finds. That's a good discussion point. We should save some things for other other streams if there happen to be other streams, but best pickups from car boots. I found a hotspot, which is one of the rarest, or not one of the rarest, yeah, it is one of the rarest, one of the final Ninja Turtle figures that was made on the original line in '92, I think. He's a Dalmatian who's dressed as a fireman, if you don't know who he is, and I picked him up for 50 pence at Rufford, and I think I flipped him the very next day for I think 90 or 100, and I felt really stupid because that was the going rate at the time, but literally 2 months later, a few months later, he's shot up in value and is now, I think, about a £300 figure. I sold him for 90, but I only paid 50p. But sometimes I like keeping. Sometimes I like the laser that I have listed, the laser power, laser punch, He-Man. I've listed that because I'm a little bit short on cash at the minute. But like those iconic finds at car boots, I like to keep them on a shelf sometimes and look at them and just think, that's why I get up on a Sunday and go rummaging around in people's old junk, because you can find truly wonderful things like that. I think of other fantastic car boot finds. Nothing's springing to mind. Yes, that is the right Terminator. Go through my time. I picked up Dungeons and Dragons the other day, but it was incomplete. Yeah, it can be found incomplete. Finding one that's complete, and the big key factor is whether or not the figurines have been painted. That's obviously a big selling point. You want unpainted figures. They do turn up from time to time. More US. Oh, Tea Cakes that was, sorry. Tea Cakes, it is more of a US game. Is what's it called again? Dark Tower. I have seen it. I've seen it mentioned in groups that it's a good game to find. PokeKid Trainer's enjoying the chill. No stress, PokeKid Trainer. No Pokemon opening. No stress. It's just chill. We could open some Pogs. Where are they gone? So we opened the football cards earlier, and I've got some like, oh there they are. I've got these Pog type things. Car boot find again. Star Wars flips. Call them flips, but they're clearly Pogs. Who wants to open some flips? I don't even know if there's any value to these. Those match attacks could have been worth £10 a pack for all I know. Probably not though. They're not Pokemon, the football. The value is not there. You lay down, Ninja. We've done nothing but make a mess. We did identify some ties though. Not the Polly Pocket help that I was looking for. But I might just end up auctioning the Polly Pocket stuff. I don't like auctioning stuff when I know there might be potentially really great value there. Star Wars flips coming at you. Let's do some flipping. Clearly Pogs. Clearly Pogs. Disney just stealing old ideas and rebranding them. So you get 5 flips, 5 Pogs per pack. Don't know if you can weigh these packs. Don't even know what the good hits are, I'll be honest. Ooh, that's the best hit in the pack, I think. So we've got Boosh, Leia Boosh. What else we got? General Hux. He wasn't a terrible character, to say how terrible those films were. He wasn't a great character, was he? He wasn't a bad actor. No, he was pretty bad actually. Sorry, Hux. Sorry, Hux. How bad are the new Star Wars films? They are so bad that they make the prequels look good. Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson. There we go. Ooh, what's this one? Death Trooper. Yo, Death Trooper. Nice. And the hit of the pack. Hollow hit. Han Solo. That's an iconic image. Ooh, it's a double. Oh, so it's 2 artworks as well. There's some print lines on there. Some scratches, look, on the hollow. That will not be a 10. That will not be a PSA 10 at all. But yeah. Poggers. Flips. Not flips. Pogs. Definitely Pogs. Pogs need to make a comeback. There is like very little value to Pogs in terms of reselling, but yeah. I think Pog skipped me by. I didn't really get it. Ooh, Chief Editor Mark says, what was the board game we got last time that was like Dungeons and Dragons? That's Hero Quest. That's like Hero Quest, where we couldn't decide whether or not to part it out or just sell it as incomplete, or try and buy the parts to complete it. It was Hero Quest. £2, £3? I think I paid £3. Oh, PokeKid Trainer says it's cool, different content, fun to watch. It's not even the same channel, PokeKid Trainer. I don't know if you realised. Polly Pocket, yes, PokeKid Trainer. We want Polly Pocket identification. If you know your things at all. Were you ever into Polly Pocket? Because there's tons. There's tons. Might just forward you some images at this point. Tons of Polly Pocket. There's a Mighty Max in there. It's Dr. Frankenstein Mighty Max there, look. I know him. Babies. Chefs. All kinds of Polly Pocket. I should probably just list them as there's actually a box of them. That's a huge box of them. Oh, I dropped a Polly Pocket. I dropped a £5, probably. It's probably at least a £5 that I just dropped. Oh, it's a good one as well. Dropped the fairy Polly Pocket. You fairy. But yeah, there's bags and bags of Polly Pockets. Is that your kind of thing? Some of them have been identified. Fuzzy Bunny Lock. I feel like that says Fuzzy Bunny Lock. Looks like Polly Pocket to me. Fuzzy Bunny Lock. Cinderella from the Disney themed ones. I do know some of them, but when it comes to the less obvious ones, it gets really difficult. I'm actually gonna go murder my neighbour. No, I'm not. I'm gonna ring council tomorrow is what I'm gonna do. Inconsiderate people are my one of my pet peeves. Home on something, Polly. Rides and surprises. Log flumes. So it's not all totally unidentified flying objects, Polly objects. I had a Pog maker, says Ashley Muff. A Pog maker. Where we go here? Tea cakes. I pondered a lead crucifix on Sunday. Could not find on the phone at the time. Was £30, so I left it. Hoping it's still on the stall next week. As the only one listed is £800. That's weird. Tea cakes. That is very weird. Wait right there. I feel like this is already featured in a video that we put out. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it has. This is not the one that you saw or found, but I have a lead Jesus. Somebody gave me it at the car boot. Not the one that you saw this weekend. Definitely not. But is that the same one? Because that's interesting. Where did I get to? What's your best charity shop find? Says go free my time. Best charity shop find. It's difficult. Charity shops, most of them, the big ones, sort of mainstream charity shops, for want of a better word, or corporate charity shops, all have their own eBays now. So you don't find very much because they filter through it before it even hits the shelves. There's certain ones like St. Vincents. I think St. Vincents doesn't have an eBay account, and obviously little independent charity shops don't have their own eBay account. Yoga Jesus, not the same ones as tea cakes. Damn. Wow, none of the cases. I feel like I missed something there. Had a Pokemon Tazos from the 90s worth nothing really. Yeah, they're really not. Tazos and Pogs are not. There's no value to them, I don't think. There's probably the odd one, like, but that's the one, says Chief Editor Mark. Not entirely sure what that were in reference to. Yeah, I know it's not the same channel as PokeKid Trainer. You're storing all them in your weed bags, says Ashley Moore. These are better. These are probably worth more than marijuana. You want a 20 bag? I don't know. That might be a 10. That is more than a 20 bag. I don't know. Yeah, Polly Pockets are quite good. The figures, just the figures, not the cases. The cases are generally not great. None of the cases. Oh, is that what you meant, Pocket Trainer? I have got some of the cases kicking around. I've got a really quite rare one here, actually. So generally speaking, these small cases, and there's not great value to them. Generally speaking, some of the later produced ones do have value, but I think this is a really quite good one. Won't call it a case. It's not compact, is it? But the bowling alley is a really quite good one, I'm sure. And that needs listing. Definitely needs listing. Actually wants cleaning to look at it, but bowling alley Polly Pocket. I think I've already checked to see if I had the figures for it. Pretty sure I haven't got the figures for it. Wait, how do you do this? I feel like there's something that you press or oh, there you go. Twist. So if you twist it, it makes the polys actually bowl. Look. If you stand a poly on it, obviously. It's just ghost bowling at the moment. It's a bit of ghost bowling. Haven't seen that one. That's one of the scarcer ones. I think that's somewhere around £80, I think, just for the empty case. Might be less than that, actually. Yoga Jesus. Charity shops over in Oz are like that. They filter through and price things high if it's... Yeah, that happens at charity shops now. Every charity shop worker seems to know how to use eBay solds nowadays. It must be in their training manual. On induction day they show them how to search up items. Yeah, it's very difficult to get one over on them, as it were. I mean, you don't want to get one over on a charity or even on anyone that's naive. You don't really want to do that anyway, but you want to get something at a good price that means it holds profit. You know, there's got to be profit in it for you. Otherwise, there's no point in reselling. You're just doing favors for people if you're not making a profit at all. But yeah, I think I'm going to chill. I think I'm going to continue my solo chill now, guys, and clean up this mess. I want to thank you all for coming on the stream. It's been really cool. I've really enjoyed this, actually, and it's further incentivized me to get back into the reselling, get my finger out. It would have been nice if that Jesus were worth £800, but there's definitely an incentive to get into it now. We've filtered through all that stuff and seen what's what and identified a few things, and I've enjoyed the chat. I really have. Yeah. If you do happen to be new to the channel and you're watching this on replay, or if you're in the chat right now and you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe. 80% of my viewership is not subscribed. I'm gonna go look at some graphs again right now. Can't help it. But yeah, they only get as far as listed prices around here, not even sold prices. Not worth the time trailing around them. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Whew. Thank you for joining me on the Yorkshire Picker channel. Not PokeDom. Can't say PokeDom is PokeDom. We need a sign off for the Yorkshire Picker. The Yorkshire Picker is picked. But yeah, guys, thank you again for joining me. Watch out for future content. Make sure you turn on the notifications bell. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Happy hunting. That's a good sign off, isn't it? Happy hunting. Treasure hunting. Subbed and bell just now, says TKX. Yeah, get in touch, TKX, for the tank. Find me on Insta. I'll add my Insta to any... I think it's definitely... Wait, is it in the description? I feel like my PokeDom link might be in the description. Yo, bye forever, Extra. Jobs a carrot. WG. Thanks for the entertainment, McThrifter. Shifty McThrifty. Ultimate Toy Finder. Don't know where I come up with these names. I really don't. But yeah. Stay in touch, guys. Stick around, and I will see you next time. Happy hunting. Good night. I'm gonna go murder this neighbour now. Turn your music down. Try to stream in here. Try to YouTube. Just breathe. Just breathe. Woosah. Woosah. Just breathe. Wait, it was still alive. I knew it was still alive.